Let's continue with Hörverstehen strategisch aufbauen, and today we will go with Arbeit mit Hörtexten. So working with Hörtext, this can be divided into three phases. First one is vor dem Hören, second one is Während des Hörens, and third one is Nach dem Hörens. The very purpose of Arbeiten vor dem Hören, or the tasks which we do before listening, is basically to activate Vorwissen and also make sure to have a particular target goal. Während des Hörens is mainly for meaning construction. As you listen, you also construct the meaning of the text which is being played. Nach dem Hören is basically to come to a conclusion about what was just played out or what the students listened. Let's look at these phases one by one and the tasks which we can do during these phases. So Übungen vor dem Hören, like I mentioned before, they are mainly used for activating the Vorwissen or to complete the already existing Vorwissen. This also helps to get a context and Verstehensabsicht. Verstehensabsicht is basically the goal of understanding and the goal for understanding in a particular context. So typical strategies will be building of hypothesis, intriguing the person, making them curious, and allow them to build an expectation. So this is done by exercises which doesn't really have a Hörtext. So typical exercises are a sociogram bilden, or you show them photos with the Hörtext and ask them to build hypothesis or expectation. You can also play out music, or you can also have a particular toning or sprechen, etc. You can discuss about the topic. You can give them Schlüsselwords or keywords. You can actually speak out certain words, and that way you are just making sure they already would like to know what is being listened to. Satzkarten, so you give them sentence cards so that they can build the sentences. Match the following tasks. Put in proper order tasks, or you can actually play out the Hörtext in another medium like reading it out, etc. And or you can also discuss about a laser text with a similar topic. So all these help to activate or make the students ready for the upcoming Höraufgabe. Now the next one is Übungen während des Hörens. These are basically exercises which are used to build meaning or used to convey the meaning of the Hörtext. This has to be done while the Hörtext is being played. So typical tasks are writing down information, or grid puzzle, crossword puzzle, whatever you can call it. You can read the text along with the radio or a cassette that's being played. You can fill in the blanks. You can read along the keywords. You can work with words list. You can pose W-Fragen, so wer, wo, was, wo, wann, wenn, wer, etc. You can react via Gestik, Mimik, Körpersprache, multiple choice questions, yes or no questions, match the following or bring in the information together. Then Auftrag ausführen is basically execute a particular contract for a particular Hör exercise. So these are Übungen während des Hörens. Then we have the final one, which is Übungen nach dem Hören. these are responsible for Verständniskontrolle, meaning this is how teachers check what the students have understood. And this is mainly done to find out if they have really understood what they listened to. These exercises should be animated so that it is normally executed along with the Hörtext in context, and eventually you can always go back to the Hörtext while doing a discussion or while asking them to write what they understood from the Hörtext. There are also other simplistic forms of these tasks which act as a Vorbereitung for the bigger tasks, and these are Zuordnungsübung, richtig, falsch, ankreuzen, ja, nein, kreuzen, W-Fragen, richtige Reihenfolge is match the following or order the sentences in the correct form or correct order. Welche Aussagen treffen, so as you make a conclusion whether you say yes or no. Crossword and grid puzzle. So these Übungen help to do Verständniskontrolle in all levels, and then for the higher level students to motivate Freisprechen, you can conclude with a Diskussionsaufgabe or a Schreibaufgabe. So the next one is how to select the tasks for the Höraufgabe. Aufgaben zum Hörtexten sollten was für eine Eigenschaft haben. What are the characteristics or properties should the Hörtext have? So one, it must be able to give an understanding goal, understanding target. Second, it should automatically bring the attention of the students towards the text. Die notwendige Behaltensleistung begrenzen, meaning the much needed retention information should be limited by the Hörtext, meaning if you want the students to understand particular thing, make sure to repeat those things in the Hörtext so that the understanding goal is also achieved. Den Einsatzverstehensstrategien so by implementing this Hörtext, the students must be able to apply according understanding strategies, like understanding from context or understanding from phonetic, something like that. Die Lernenden zu Reaktionen herausfordern. So they must eventually motivate or stimulate the students to give some kind of a reaction. Hey, that's wrong, or hey, this is correct. Hey, good idea, something like that. Next we come to Einsatz von Liedern, so Schulung des Hörverstehens. So this basically emphasizes why songs or music is important in schools while doing these language classes as well as Hörübungen. These are mainly to motivate the students, because the very first thing which every kid learns are songs. They have a particular rhyme, they give a particular emotion. So make sure that you take advantage of that music, and you can basically experiment whether they like German music or an Austrian music or Swiss music, etc. And this slide basically lists out those characteristic aspects what the song should have or how you should select the song or music. So Lied sollte nicht für rein idiomatische grammatische Ziele eingesetzt. You must not apply songs for the purpose of grammatic remembrance or idioms remembrance. So make sure that you do the songs also for other aspects of the language like word charts, etc. The students should react or respond to the song or music. Die didaktische Arbeit darf das Lied und sein Wert nicht zerstören. So in the process of teaching, you must not change the song so much that its value gets destroyed. So make sure that you can adapt the song, but make sure not to lose its value. Then it will become an exercise for them and they will lose interest. Musikalische Eigenschaften. So make sure you have the proper rhythm, proper tone, proper emotions, and all those things while you are using the songs in your tasks. The next one is Kombiniertes Fertigkeiten. This is basically a small conclusion to say how all the 4 Fertigkeit play an important role in actually making sure that the students retain something, or Behaltensquote. How much can these Fertigkeiten help the students to retain whatever they have learned? So if you see sprachliche Fertigkeiten, all these 4, they always come as a combined tasks. Like you cannot just cut out, hey, this is Höraufgabe, this is Leseaufgabe, or this is Sprechenaufgabe. You can't do that. You always have to do a proper permutation combination of all these Fertigkeiten. So you have to combine your tasks in such a way that they have equal parts in it. So this combination, like I mentioned before, helps you to retain as much as possible the knowledge which is being exchanged, in this case the language competence and the intercultural competence. Conclusively to say, Hören always works with all kinds of Fertigkeit, and it acts as a very good support point for all these Fertigkeiten. So that's what it says, dient als Ausgangspunkt für anderen Fähigkeiten. So on the right you have a table column which shows that if you just listen alone, you just retain 20% of the knowledge. If you see, you retain 30% of the knowledge. If you see and listen, you retain 50% of the knowledge. If you see, listen and speak, you retain 70%. If you listen, see, speak and do, in this case schreiben, you retain 90% of what is being taught to you. That should be the target, and that's why you must combine all the 4 Fertigkeiten together while doing the exercises. With that, the chapter comes to an end. Please feel free to like, subscribe and comment to the channel. If you have any questions, then contact me via email or put down your comments and I'll be able to reply. Thank you.